So this follower asked me to look at their chief gear, and honestly, I do have some feedback, but this person is obviously at a older state than me. They are an FC10. They currently are 567 in power, 200 million kills. Their infantry and marksman gear are all T4 3 stars. Red, so it's maxed, right? Like it's their Lancer gear, they have neglected their Lancer gear. Their Lancer gear is pretty far back, and the charms for the Lancer gear, so you can see the charms for like nobody in my state even has charms that look like that right now, at least not to my knowledge. So you can see that their Lancer gear charms are only at a 7, and so I think the other side is also at a 7. Yeah, they're also at a 7. So his Lancer gear, he has really prioritized his infantry and marksman over his Lancer gear. This tells me that he's probably very attack and offensive focused. You can't focus on defense and neglect your Lancers. That's, just not going to happen. So I think he's probably very offensive focused. And in order for him to be a well-rounded player, he needs to go in and focus on his Lancer gear. So I wouldn't do anything else if I were him. I wouldn't do anything else to the infantry and marksman gear and charms until I brought the Lancer gear and charms up much closer. And then once it's closer, then he can go in and continue to build out the charms. But for right now, I don't think there's anything he should touch with those until his Lancer gear and charms are up there and commiserate with his infantry and marksmen. He also sent me a picture of his hero gear, and again you can see his infantry and marksman hero gear is empowered all the way to 100. He does have a few pieces that aren't level 20, like all of his marksman, none of his marksman hero gear is at level 20. His 2 of his infantry pieces are at 20, one's at 19 and one's at 17. Again, his Lancer gear, none of it's at 100, none of it is above level 13 forgery. So again, he's neglected his Lancers, and he should probably go in and focus on upgrading his Lancer gear to 100 empowerment and get it at least to level 15 before he focuses anything else on his infantry and marksmen. Now, I'm saying this, I don't know what role he plays. I don't know what his preferences are. This is just for somebody who wants to be kind of a well-rounded player and be good at offense and defense, and then be fairly successful in all of the events, right? If he only cares about attacking people, then Lancers are probably not going to be his priority, because if you have infantry and marksmen, you can do a lot of damage when you're attacking people. Or, on the attack in general. And so I would definitely say that, if he's looking to be well-rounded and have a strong defense as well as a strong offense, then he needs to go in and improve his Lance stats. His Lancer stats are probably not great compared to his I mean, there's probably a gap there. Like, I haven't seen a report of an attack or anything, but I'm going to guess that his Lancer stats are substantially less than his infantry and marksman stats. The other thing you'll notice is that his extra heroes, and by extra, I mean not the three main heroes that have the main set of gear, they have all, a lot, not all, but a lot have been empowered to 100. This tells me, again, that he's probably a spender and he has a lot of extra gold gear. And it is unlikely to me that this is like, oh, I just happen to have this amount of gear XP to enhance this many pieces. Like, oh, as soon as SVS ended, I had, thousands and thousands and thousands of enhancement XP. And so I took all my extra gold gear and went, no, this is, I think this is what he has. Like, he keeps this gear on these people. Like, Hector always has this gear, right? Like, that's what I think he's done. And this is something that a free-to-play low spend or even a mid spender can't do until they've maxed out their three main heroes with gear, because it is expensive. I think I've mentioned before that to do a level 20, to raise this to level 20, he's going to have like 10 pieces of gold gear just to bring that one piece. Or is it 20? It's 200 essence stones and 10 pieces of gold gear. I think it's 10 pieces. It's a little late and I still don't feel great, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, so this is not something, if you're watching this, you should probably not plan on doing this. This is an aspirational thing. This is not a realistic thing for anybody who is free to play or low spend until they've been playing the game for a while and they've gotten their main three heroes in a really good spot. And I wouldn't even do this if yours just looks like his top three. I wouldn't do this until all of these are completely maxed. I would pour every piece of gold gear I had into maxing my three main heroes. If I was free to, well, even me as a mid spender, formerly mid spender, I'm now a free to play sad non-spender. But, I just want to manage expectations. This is, one day you will have this. This is not something you should do today if you are a free to play player and your top three heroes gear is not maxed out. So this really looks like good. Like, I'm not hating on his gear. I would make some changes. I would recommend some changes, but I wouldn't kick him out of my alliance either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel free to stay a while. So if you have any questions, you're always welcome to comment or send me a DM. I also have a YouTube, and I did start a Patreon based on some advice from some friends. I'm not going to go into it here, but I am loath. I do not want to charge people for what I do. The Patreon is simply if you want to support the content. I'm going to keep doing the content whether y'all pay me or not. I'm going to keep doing it. If you want to support it, I do have a Patreon. The link is in my bio, or the information is in my bio here on TikTok. It's Joan d'Arc. But there no obligation. Like, so anyway, I hope you have a good day.